Hi, live world. I'm at my studio right now. I want to share with you what I'm offering tonight, which will be somewhat of a yoga nidra of geared around resurrection, of rising above. And I want you to meet my sound bowls, my singing bowls, if you haven't already. Let's see if I can turn my camera. So we have my big bowls over here, and my smaller ones over here, and then my very small ones back here. And I will give you a little listen so you can see what I'm working with these days. Oh, hello, some people, yay. Jai Bhagwan. So this is Mother Bowl. And I use these singing bowls not as a distraction, but as a way to drop into the energy body deeper. So when you hear the vibrations, you're also feeling the vibrations, which drops into the feeling body, into the energy body. This is Father Bull. So I invite you, when I play these, feel the resonance enter into your cells, creating a sense of relaxation throughout your whole being. Yoga Nidra is a series of techniques which drop you to the most inner state of stillness. And there's a series of techniques that make Yoga Nidra. So there will be pranayama, breathing techniques, which is really extremely important for everyone to be doing right now, especially with all that's going on. We need to exercise our lungs, strengthen our lungs. And this coronavirus is said to be in the lower lungs, in the throat. So this is not, pranayama is not going to cure the virus or prevent the virus, but practicing pranayama will strengthen the lungs and help to strengthen the body to keep it strong and to keep it well. Hear from you. How's the bowl sounding on your end? I'm trying out Facebook Live today to see if the sound quality is better than Zoom. Got a thumbs up, yay, thank you. I can't see who's posting what, my phone's too far away, but I see the thumbs up, so thank you. And the topic tonight is on resurrection. What does that even mean, that resurrection? Resurrection means to rise above death, to rise above illusion, ignorance. The Asatoma prayer says, lead me from the unreal to the real, from darkness to light, from death to immortality. To rise, to resurrect into the immortal state of oneness that we are. Jesus, Yeshua, Christ, knew this. He was a yogi master. He resurrected into the divine state of union with God. Yoga is union with God. And tonight's Yoga Nidra will give us an experience of that union. And practice of yoga nidra will bring you into enlightenment. No way. No way. But may this be an entrance into this practice if you haven't practiced yoga. And may it bring you deeper into your practice if you are a true sadhak in the practice of yoga. And may this practice tonight affect you enough to affect everyone you interact with, speak with, think about. May it impact the whole world. Because none of us are out of this, or we're all affected by this. There's not one person that isn't affected by this. And if they're not, then they're probably a saint. But if you're watching this, I guarantee that you're affected by what is happening globally. And it's time to rise. We're going to talk a bit about what that means. But maybe this will get your attention. Maybe you've never done yoga nidra before, and maybe I should just say, that this is all about rising above separation. And maybe you think that you've already attained oneness, but I guarantee that maybe you haven't. You're still blaming the government for this problem, or the president for this problem, or you're blaming somebody for this problem, but it isn't their problem. We are all the problem. Who creates your suffering? By own. Who fixes your suffering? By own. We are the creators of our experience of life. And we're still stuck in this realm of separation of I'm better than, I'm right, I'm wrong. I feel this way because you did this. I feel this way because this is happening in my reality. And do you see that is the whole problem with the entire world? We blame the hierarchy, yet we play out the hierarchy in our life. There's no separation. We're completely ignorant that we're creating this whole problem. And I'm not separate from that either. I'm part of it as well. And this whole last 2 weeks have been, 3 weeks for me, have been huge of all of my darkness coming up. And that darkness is coming up so it can be seen, so it can be accepted, so it can be fully purified. And that's what we're in right now, is the huge realm of global purification. And look at Mother Earth. She's doing it herself. Our bodies are doing it itself, if we're aware. So this is a time of deep resurrection, of rising above this separation, rising above our ego. And let me call the ego pride, because ego's still okay, but rising above our pride. And allowing all of our impurities, physical, mental, emotional, to rise now. Because it is time for it to be seen. It's time for it to be accepted, and it's time for you to surrender that to God. And surrender is probably the most important aspect of this practice. It's not surrendering to these impurities, but it's surrendering these impurities to the divine. So I invite you to take this whole time that we have to just be and allow all of these triggers to come up. Your buttons are getting pushed, I guarantee it. There's fears coming up, the money's running out. Whatever is happening in your experience, there's triggers. And instead of running away from the triggers, blaming it on this person, blaming it on that person, running into your own reactive behaviors, reactive perceptions, maybe take this time to actually look into yourself and see what's going on. See how you are reacting. See how the impurities are clouding your awareness, your judgments, criticisms, your lust, your arrogance, your greed. You're not any better than anyone else. I'm not any better than anyone else. We're not any worse than anyone else. But we all have to be in this together and help each other and support each other. And realize that there's no separation from you and me. No separation from Democrat, Republican, this country, China. Give it up. And look at yourself and see how you've attributed to this whole virus. It's just an impurity, and it comes from the impurities in your mind. You've created this as much as I have, as much as everyone else has. We've collectively created this entire reality. So how do we fix this? How do we come out of this? Do we go right back to work and kill all the animals and steal all the toilet paper? Do we keep judging that person for living their life how they're living their life? Do we keep thinking we're better than everyone else? Do we keep driving our cars everywhere? Do we stay on the phone all day? Do we keep not recycling because we're lazy? What are we going to do when this is all done? How are we going to change? Maybe we will go back to life the way that it was. But I guarantee you that if you're aware enough, you've dropped into yourself and you've seen some things and admitted to some things that aren't working. And just by you making simple changes, those simple changes are going to affect everyone you speak to, everyone you interact with. There will be subtle shifts, for sure, maybe not major ones, but But the more that we can admit to our wrongdoings, admit to our impurities, accept them and surrender them to God, the more our vessel, our mind, our speech, our actions will get purified. And that is how the world is going to change. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. That's what I'm feeling. That's what's come up for me. I think this is the moment we've all been praying for, truthfully. I think we've all wanted this major shift. So it's here. And how are you using your time right now? How are you actually making the shift within? Are you still eating unhealthy? Are you still drinking? Are you still ignoring all these parts of yourself that's trying to get your fricking attention? Wake up. Rise above the bullshit. Cleanse your body, cleanse your mind, breathe, be still. And stop blaming everyone. Sorry. But this isn't Trump's fault. Gosh. This is all of ours. Let's all do that. If you're watching, just take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale with a sigh. One more. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, let go even more. And I would love for you to join me this evening at 5:30. I will be here, you will be there. I'm going to be broadcasting this Yoga Nidra meditation, somewhat of a Yoga Nidra, more of a pranayama meditation tonight in less than an hour at 5:30 Mountain Time. And this is for resurrection, to rise from separateness into oneness. It's donation based, so if you don't have money, just join. And I will say this is my only way of making money right now, so any donation does really help me. May you take time to drop into your practice daily, whatever that is for you. May your spirit be victorious. Jai Bhagwan.